Don't compare yourself to anyone. Look around you. The world is loud. The world is restless. Everywhere you turn, you see people measuring themselves against others, chasing, competing, envying. Social media, the workplace, even within families and friendships, comparison is a silent thief, robbing people of their peace, stealing their joy, and replacing it with doubt. Perhaps you have felt it too. Perhaps you have looked at someone else's success and wondered why it wasn't yours. You have seen their wealth, their relationships, their achievements, and suddenly your own life seemed small. But I ask you, why do you do this to yourself? Why do you allow another person's life to dictate how you feel about your own? Why do you surrender your peace to a standard that was never yours to begin with? This is not just a question. This is a call to wake up. Comparison, a prison of your own making. When you compare yourself to another, you place yourself in chains, not physical ones, but ones far worse. Chains that bind your mind, your spirit, your very sense of self-worth. You may think you are simply admiring someone else's success, but in truth, you are placing yourself in competition with them. And this is a competition you will never win, because there is no finish line. There will always be someone richer, stronger, faster, smarter. If you chase after them, you will run forever, but you will never arrive. Imagine a man standing by the ocean, trying to catch the waves in his hands. He is desperate, he is frantic, but the more he reaches, the more the waves slip through his fingers. This is what happens when you compare yourself to others. You are chasing something that was never meant to be held. The story of the sculptor. Let me tell you a story. A long time ago in a small village there was a sculptor. He was a man of patience and discipline, and he had a dream, to carve a statue unlike anything the world had ever seen. Day after day he worked on his block of marble. He carved slowly, carefully, with great attention to detail. The other sculptors in the village laughed at him. "Look at us," they said. "We have made 10 statues while you are still working on one." But the sculptor did not listen. He did not compare his pace to theirs, nor did he rush to match them. He focused only on his own work. Years passed, and the statues made by the others crumbled. Their hurried craftsmanship could not stand the test of time. But the sculptor's masterpiece remained. It became legendary, admired for generations, a testament to patience, discipline, and self-belief. You are the sculptor of your own life. If you waste your time looking at others, you will never finish your masterpiece. If you rush to match them, your work will crumble. But if you focus on yourself, if you trust in your own path, you will create something that endures. The danger of the illusion. What you see in others is an illusion. You see the victory, but not the struggle. You see the success, but not the sacrifice. You see the smile, but not the silent battles fought in the dark. A man looks at his neighbor's grand house and feels envy, but he does not see the sleepless nights, the years of toil, the burdens carried. A woman looks at another's beauty and feels inadequate, but she does not see the insecurities hidden beneath the surface. Comparison is not just unfair to you, it is dishonest. It is like comparing the outside of someone else's home to the inside of your own. You do not see the full picture, and yet you judge yourself as if you do. You must see through this illusion. You must remind yourself, no one's life is as perfect as it seems. No one walks through life without struggle. The power of self-mastery. A wise person does not look left or right. A wise person does not concern themselves with the lives of others. Instead they ask, am I better than the person I was yesterday? That is the only comparison that matters. If yesterday you were impatient, but today you showed patience, you have won. If yesterday you doubted yourself, but today you took one step forward, you have won. If yesterday you were consumed by envy, but today you focused on gratitude, you have won. The greatest battle you will ever fight is not against another person, it is against yourself, and the only way to win is through self-discipline, self-respect, and self-mastery. The unshakable mind. A person who does not compare themselves to others is unshakable. They are like a mountain, standing tall in the storm. The wind may howl, the rain may pour, but the mountain remains unmoved. This is how you must be. Let others chase, let others compare, let others exhaust themselves trying to keep up. You will walk your own path. You will build your own strength. You will shape your own destiny. Do not measure yourself against someone else's journey. Your life is your own. Your struggles are your own. Your victories are your own. And when you realize this, you become untouchable. A final thought. One day when you are old and looking back on your life, what will you see? Will you see a life wasted on chasing others, on wishing you had what they had? Or will you see a life lived fully, a life where you walked your own path with courage, discipline, and honor? Choose wisely, because in the end, the only person you must answer to is yourself, and that is the only person you were ever meant to be.